And of course, let's take it from cricketing action from the Empire Sports Club to, let me see if I get it absolutely correct.
A different fight.
Yes, the Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighters, I do believe that's what they're called, CUF. And the Caribbean Fight League, they actually get a CUF visit right here on Morning Barbados. With us, we have Mr. Adam Leung Cam, who's the CEO of the Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting in Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having me.
I almost thought we would have fisticuffs. And Mr. Rollins Aline. Mr. Rollins Aline is the chief instructor of Aline's Martial Arts School of Barbados. You're a good man to know. Good morning.
Yes,
welcome.
good morning. Well, thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about the Caribbean Fight League, first of all. How did it get started? And your visit here, what are you planning to do? Are you enlisting anyone?
Well, actually, we promote mixed martial arts, MMA, as everybody knows it as. So over the last couple of years, we've been thrown events. And so we're still in our infant stages, and we need someone who's more, who's been there, so we don't repeat those mistakes. So we know that the CUF has been doing some excellent shows in Trinidad, and I guess at one point me and Adam spoke 2 years ago. We was trying to get him to come to Barbados. So finally we were able to get Mr. Elias of Bubbles to really actually put it together to get this gentleman here, because he's actually a very big name in the mixed martial arts circles.
So I've noticed you're a Godan 5th degree black belt. What does that mean?
Well, Godan is a Japanese terminology for 5th degree black belt. It's just like a degree in university. It's 5 times over.
That's above Shodan.
Yeah, I've been training martial arts for the last 31 years, even though I maybe don't even look the age. But then I've also explored a number of different martial arts as well: Yoshinkan, Aikido, Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So I've been doing quite a bit. It's a passion, it's a love, and it has taken me into the business aspect of it as well, too, with Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting.
You have Trini Chinese roots? Tell us a little about your background.
I am Trinidadian, but my great-grandparents were from China, so that's where my name comes from, Trinidadian Cam.
That's the name. Where did you get this special interest in martial arts?
My father was actually the one who introduced karate to Trinidad back in the 60s along with his brothers. So I grew up in a family of martial artists. It's just something that I loved. And when I went to university in New York in Canada, I had the opportunity to train different styles and found a passion for mixed martial arts, which was the sport. In 1993, when the Gracie brothers introduced the Ultimate Fighting Championships, which is huge right now. It's called the UFC. I think everybody just knows it as cage fighting.
Yes.
We use the term MMA, but really and truly it's cage fighting.
Right.
And it is the fastest growing sport in the world. A lot of people think that it's just an environment where you put 2 athletes in or 2 people in and they just fight until somebody gets hurt. But it actually isn't. There's a lot of rules that is attached to it, even more so than boxing. And it's a very controlled sport because of the fact that there's a referee. If somebody gets hit and gets knocked down, the fight stops. There isn't a 8 count or 10-second count. The fight is stopped. There are also many more humane ways to finish a fight. When we say humane, you need to open up your mind a little bit when I say that, but you can put somebody in an arm lock or a chokehold, and they get the opportunity to tap out. They get the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to fight anymore. So it is a sport, and it is a very humane sport, even though it may not look that way, because the gloves and the atmosphere is a little different, and it is made so for marketing purposes.
So Adam Chin Leung Cam.
Correct.
Tell us a bit more about the rules and the rules that are employed with what people commonly call cage fighting, so that you can dispel more of these myths that people have about how it works. Do you keep rules from maybe the pure arts for this particular area of the sport?
All right, well, let me give you some basic rules.
With this sport, we wear much smaller gloves. Okay, so the gloves, instead of being 10-ounce gloves like in boxing, we have 4-ounce gloves where we have we also have spaces for our fingers, because we need the mobility of our hands and so on for grabbing, etc. If we want to put somebody in a submission hold, but when I say that the rule has a lot of, or the sport has a lot of rules, I can't grab my opponent by his hair, I can't eye gouge him, I can't bite him, I can't hit him in the back of the head, I can't hit him in the groin. Even in the kidney, if they are on the ground and doing grappling, or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or wrestling, they can't hit in the kidney. They can't hit in the throat. They can't do small joint manipulations like bend somebody's finger.
Wow.
So there's a lot of, they can't hit in the spine. So there are a lot of rules.
This sounds like the complete opposite to what we watch on television.
It does, it does. And again, it's about educating yourself. And it's a fantastic sport.
Do women get involved in this sport by any chance?
Women?
Yes.
Women are huge in this sport.
Really?
Absolutely huge. Well, there's a lady, by the way.
I'm a little fearful.
Her name is Ronda Rousey. She's the world champion for the largest promotion right now called the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championships. And she is phenomenal. Phenomenal. She'll probably take out most guys. And she's beautiful.
Dave Ellis is in love with her.
Yeah, she's absolutely
He's our
beautiful.
online producer today. He's in love.
She was just featured in Expendables 3 movie.
Yeah.
She had a dominant role.
Very nice. It's special then, Mr. Aline, to have him
Yes,
here.
yes,
to have
yes,
Adam
yes,
here right
yes,
now.
it
So how are you gonna utilize his skills while he's here?
Yeah, we having a workshop training this evening in Trent St. James. To get people more, especially locals who have interest in the art, come out and learn. Those instructors who are willing to carry programs into their regular program, martial arts programs. Also those who want to get into competition, and also here we're looking at the because we're doing a competition this weekend at Sherburne. He will look at some of the fighters and recommend if they're maybe they want to get from the amateur level into the professional, what they need to do.
Okay, but he's not fighting this weekend. No.
Well, I don't know.
I think I've passed my prime.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a married man, happy married man.
Oh.
Married man.
Right.
And she said, "Come home with no scratches."
We'll leave it for the younger guys.
Okay, very nice. Nice art on your arms.
Oh, thank
by
you.
the
That's
way.
my son's name.
Raiden.
And I have some Japanese.
I know that name from the video game.
Yeah. There's a good story behind that name, but I don't know if we have enough time to get into it.
Maybe another time, but really a great conversation with you, and thank you for reminding people that cage fighting, or the correct term for it,
Mixed martial arts.
mixed martial arts, it shouldn't have the bad rap. It really is quite a disciplined sport, and there are serious rules that go along with it.
Definitely.
Wonderful talking with you. Yeah. If I weren't so scared, I'd probably get involved, but
There's some clubs here, like I said, there's some nice clubs, especially you can go to this Dr. Albert Best. He runs a very good martial arts, mixed martial arts program. Then there's Lions Den.
We'll talk some more.
Yeah, right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rollins. Aline, Chief Instructor with Aline's Martial Arts School, Barbados, if you have more questions. And Mr. Adam Chin Leung Cam of Trinidad and Tobago. He's the CEO of the Caribbean Ultimate Fist Fighting Club. Thank you very much for sharing with us.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having us.
Okay. Wishing a cough to your day in a good way. We'll be back to Tech Out.
He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on."